Welcome back, everybody. Now, I know our first session was kind of hodgepodge, me running around doing a bunch of different stuff. So today we're going to get the story going for real. Now, the fox told us to talk to the Dryad in order to get a dispel potion. The centaur stops raking as you approach. He didn't need to, I'm just running by. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go and talk to the Dryad. And that is going to give our quest a lot of definition. This is the Goblin Training Camp. It's a good place to come to fight endless streams of goblins. Gather up some magic mushrooms here. You pick a handful of smaller mushrooms and carefully put them away in your backpack. Okay, I'm going to save this because I think this is funny. You ingest a few of the magic mushrooms from the fairy ring. They taste delicious. Whoa! Wow, look at all the nice paisley horses. Your senses gradually return to normal. Huh. That was interesting, but it would probably not be a good idea to repeat the experience. You ingest a few of the mushrooms from the fairy ring. They taste delicious! Look at all the nice paisley horses! Your senses gradually return to normal. Where did all the pretty horses go? That's funny. I could have sworn I warned you about eating too many magic mushrooms. Your mind permanently warped. You die a garish, polka-dotted death. Quest for Glory's got some good death scenes. I need to come back here at night to talk to the fairies. Here's a white stag. The beautiful white stag is foraging for food. If I jack with it, fireballs, throwing daggers, or whatever, I can kill it. You seem to have startled the white stag. And then the Dryad will punish me by turning me into a white stag, and it's another death scene. You follow the stag into this forest corner. You feel as though the eyes of the forest are watching you. You watch the stag, fascinated with his grace and beauty. There is something special about this place. I'll take a step forward. Hello. The tree woman speaks. I am the Dryad, keeper of the woods. Are you one with the woods? If a Dryad ever asks you if you are one with the woods, you say yes. Then you shall aid me, and I shall aid you in your quest. Bring me the seed from the spore-spitting Spira of the north, that I may plant it elsewhere in order to preserve these rare and magical plants. Thus will you become a true friend of the forest. Well, anything for a babe like that. Now I'm going to use a different save, because it's a different session, right? So, I gotta go deal with these, Hey, I wanted you to go north. I gotta go deal with some, seed-spitting plants. Here we go. Oh, now let's see if my magic is strong enough to work. You get into a good position. There's several ways to do this. As a fighter, I can climb up and just grab it. You lose concentration and the spell fades. You have to practice some more. As a thief, I can throw a rock and knock the seed out of the air. As a magic user, I'm supposed to cast Fetch. This is one of those grinding moments we talked about. So I'm going to try and cast the spell a couple of times. Eventually it'll work and my stats will go up. So, see you in a second. And I was not able to raise my stat high enough. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and run back and sell those magic mushrooms I picked up. And hopefully that'll give me enough to buy the flame spell, which is the one spell I'm missing from the shop. You politely knock on the door. It slides open. They say, come in. I think we've been through that. What can I do for you this time? I'd like to sell you some magic mushrooms. These are very nice. I'll dry them up and grind them into a powder. So that's it. Hopefully I've got enough to buy flame. It's the one spell I'm missing. This is Bruno. Bruno is trouble. What's in it for me if I give you a silver? I might have a bit of information you can use. His information's not really worth it. He's in the Thieves Guild. Those are poison daggers he's juggling with. You jack with him, he throws one in your gut. He's useful to us, but not purposefully. It's gotta be kind of obnoxious every time you go into the store, that dramatic chord strikes. So you return to my shop. Ask of me what you will, but keep it to the point. Alright. To the point. There we go. I now have the flame spell. Two golds, 10 silvers. It's not enough to buy a mana potion from her. Those things are expensive, so we're just gonna kind of live without them. Ugh. So I've got the flame spell now, which is great. It means tomorrow, after I do my chores, we can go meet Erasmus. See if I can rest now and recover a little bit of my mana. It's mid-afternoon. Take a look at my stats real quick. Vitality's gone up. That's from my running around. Magic's at 51, which is good. See if I can find the plant again. I just know it's along this edge. Here we go. Let's try again. You get into a good position. Can I just say that maybe if you stood closer, you wouldn't have to concentrate as much? Gotta wait for the seed to be at the right area. Oh, you lose concentration. You have to practice. Here we go. He's gonna hold it a good long time. Look at this. Look at that concentration going. Boom! Caught the seed. That is an obnoxious little bit of grinding, but you place the seed in your pack. Those plants look sad. I'm gonna save it in the hopes that I don't have to go through that again. Oh. The nice thing about, because the map looks, the forest looks like it'd be really confusing. The nice thing is, all of the important stuff is up against edges. I did not intend for us to deal with the Antwerp, but we could deal with it now, sure. Let's fight this thing. You're going down, buddy. Cockily, you loosen up to fight. I told you I don't do a lot of fighting, but this Antwerp is different. He's going down. Yeah, You want some of this? No, you don't want none of this, son. Oh yeah. Oh, it's on. Confident and loose, you approach the Antwerp. Here we go. Epic showdown. Okay. Okay, this time for sure. Alright, fine. Third time's a charm. Holy mackerel! Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna, for no reason whatsoever, turn the speed down and save the game. Just gonna randomly walk over here for no reason. Nothing happening here. Boosh! Told you the Antwerp was going down. You seem to have caused an Antwerp population explosion! That is absolutely not necessary in any way, shape, or form. Turn the speed back up. I'm going to show you guys something, and then I'm just going to reload it. But over here is an interesting little screen that you never need. This is the front way to the bandits' hideout. Now, the original Quest for Glory, you could cheat. You have a bad feeling about this place. You could cheat and pump up your stats. You have an even worse feeling about this place. I bring that up because if you were a fighter, you could cheat, pump up your stats, run across here, getting pumped full of arrows all the time, jump across this log, and still fight an endless stream of bandits to get into their fort that way. Me, this is not for me. Now, the problem I have is you usually get attacked by a bandit in this area, and it's hard to escape him. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and just restore. And the restore turned them all black. Weird. Somebody call Sierra. They got a bug. We're going to come back to this screen for that rock right there. Oh no, I startled the stag. How come he wasn't here the first time I walked through? I've startled the stag again. He is a very easily startable stag. Again, you feel a sense of closeness with nature. What a beautiful animal. Let's see. I don't know if I have enough magic power to do this. Really bad idea, but nope. Which is fine. She would kill me. I want to get close to nature. Have you brought the seed y'all requested? Yes. You drop the seed into the Dryad's limbs. Now this will boldly grow where none has grown before. Grown. Heed my words, friend of the forest, and heed them well. Friend, you must know that there is an evil in this valley which perverts the ways of nature. The prophecy says that a hero will bring a young human from out of this darkness. If you are the one to accomplish this task, there is a potion to break enchantments which the healer can make for you. You must gather these ingredients. Flowers from Marana's Peace. Done that. Green fur. I know where I can get that. Fairy dust. A magic acorn. And flying water. Farewell, friend. I must return to my concentration. May the forest forever surround you. Flying water is the only one that's going to require some thinking. You see an acorn fall slowly to the ground. Boop. You pick up the Dryad's gift of a magic acorn. One magic acorn. Good. What time is it? Is it almost nighttime? Because sunset approaches. It's dangerous to wander around at night, but I kind of have to. I also, how many of these do I have? 2? I gotta drink one. The drink soothes as it goes down. Okay. I don't like running around at night, but if you want to deal with the fairies, you got to. The monsters are fiercer at night. And fairies. You have to be very careful. If you offend the fairies, they'll make you dance until you die. If you step into the magic ring, they'll make you dance until you die. You know what? I'll even show you. Why not? Oh, I gotta deal with them first. Oh, looky, a human. What's it doing here? Yuck! Let's have some fun with it. Humans, why is it always humans? Go away, you can't play. I think it wants to play with us. Human, do you know how to dance? How do you dance? Dance? Dance. Will you dance for us? Can you dance? Ugh, they're obnoxious. Don't you want to dance? Yes, I want to dance. We can show it how, can't we? We know how to make you dance. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. We love to dance. We love to teach you how to dance. How to dance. Dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance. There we go. Do the Macarena, do a little twirl. Saturday Night Fever. Hee hee. That's a dance. What can you expect from a human? Well, I think it's cute. I think each class does its own unique dance. You think anything is cute. Ha ha ha. So what do you want? Why are you here? Do you suppose it's hungry? What do humans eat? Fairies? Fairies? Everyone knows that humans eat animals. Yucky! What are you bothering us for? Why don't humans ever answer? What is this all about? What do you want from us? Oh my god, I want you to shut up! Mumble, mumble, overworked. Mumble, mumble. I don't want to mumble. There we go. I need fairy dust. Fairy dust is very magical. Is that why you're here? Why should we give it any dust? It danced for us, didn't it? Well, I say we give it dust. That's because you have a crush on it. Do not. Dewdrop's in love with a human. Am not R2. If you love it, you give it some dust. It, not me. You. You. No, you. No way. You. Not me. You. Make Mikey do it. She'll touch anything. Mikey! All right. But you all owe me. All right, human. Hold out your hand and close your eyes. You will get a big surprise. You hold out your hand. What else could you do? No peeking. I think it's cheating. Oh, just give it some dust. You needed a bath anyway. You place the dust carefully away in an empty flask. Okay, that's why I had to drink one of the potions, so I had an empty flask. And now, since I'm showing you some death scenes anyways... He came into our circle. Who invited you here? How rude! You can't come in here. Now you're really gonna get it. What an insult! You'll just have to dance. Dance, 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 dance. Dance! Dance! Oh. It's no fun. He fell right over. It's because the speeds turned up so high it went by very quickly. But, I think you get the point. Land of 1,000 dances. For such wimpy-looking creatures, these fairies sure play tough. You never danced so hard in your entire life, which is now over. Take the long way around. I'm gonna see if I can't get the green fur, even though it's nighttime. Kiss a tree for me. We never have to deal with the fairies again, thankfully. Meeps. I need to talk to them. Oh my god, it's an obnoxious sound. You hear squeaky muttering from beneath the ground. It seems the Meeps are having quite the conversation about you. This is a terrifying looking creature. Look at that. That is a thing of nightmares. Hiya! Hiya! Pleased to meet you. Let me ask you first about some fur. Hey, like, fur is good stuff. Keeps us warm. Mine's the best. It's like green, you know? Green fur. Oh, you want some green fur? I think I have some somewhere. Right here on my head. Ow! That's very friendly of him. I found a scroll lying in the woods one day. You want it? It's yours. Boom! I'll just pick that up. I'm done with the Meeps. You pick up the spell scroll as the magic runes fade. You find you now know how to cast the Detect Magic spell. You pick up the green fur. Alright, I gotta set him back to run. And we are gonna try to run to Arana's Peace. Sleep for the night, wake up, do our chores, and then go meet Erasmus. And if I beat Erasmus at a wizardly game, which I won't, he'll teach me the most useless spell in the franchise. Oh, this is Baba Yaga's hut. I didn't mean to come here, but here it is. Looking around, you get the feeling that this is not a very friendly place to be. I'm not ready to be here yet. Baba Yaga does not welcome strangers. You have to deal with me before you can enter. Baba Yaga is one tough magic user. If you're so stupid that you want to enter, perhaps we can make a deal. I'm not ready. He wants the glowing gem that I got from the Frost Giant. That's why I have it. Before I deal with Baba Yaga, I have to get undead unguent. Hostile intent is evident. Prepare for battle. I run as he's stabbing me. Yeah, go ahead, chase me into Arana's piece. Oh, shoot, that's not Arana's piece. I know I'm getting tired. I'm trying to go to bed. Oh, hostile intent is evident. It's a cheat tower. Run! Nice and peaceful. Do I need to eat some fruit before I go to bed? Nope, my hunger is totally satisfied. Sleep all night. You sleep comfortably among the fragrant flowers. We're going to do our chores, and then we're going to meet a couple more people around town, and then we'll go meet Erasmus. And that's going to be it. We're going to hang with Erasmus, probably lose a game of Wizard Maze to him. And that's going to be it for this video. But before we do our chores, we're going to talk to the healer and drop off the ingredients we've acquired so far. The centaur stops raking. You don't have to stop raking every time I walk through, man. I talked to you the one time. You won't let me bang your date your daughter. You tell the healer that you've been to visit the Dryad of the Woods, and that she gave you a magic acorn and told you the formula for a potion to dispel enchantments. Every Quest for Glory game has a dispel potion. They always have different ingredients you have to gather. Part of the franchise. So you help the Dryad. That's nice. She does keep the forest around here healthy, so that's how to make a dispel potion, is it? Thanks for letting me know. Luckily, she remembers what I've already given her. There's some green fur. Those Meeps sound interesting. I'd like to meet them sometime. I'll get to work on that potion of yours. What she still needs. Here's some fairy dust. So, this is one of the ingredients for the Dispel Potion. Well, I'd better get started making it. There's the acorn. So you help the Dryad. That's nice. Yeah, you've already told me that. All we need now is the flying water, which we will get to. And you guys are going to feel awful stupid when I show you what flying water is. And since I promised you guys that you wouldn't have to see me doing the chores, and now back to work. Let's go meet some people in the village real quick, and then go meet Erasmus and Fenris. It's important to do your chores, especially as a magic user. You're not going to have much opportunity to build up your stamina and your strength. But there you go, vitality and strength going up. I said stamina, what are you going to do? So it's important to make sure you get yourself a nice little morning routine there. Hello, you beautiful filly. I'm going to go ahead and buy... How many rations do I have? 4 food rations? I'm going to buy some apples. I'll buy 2 silvers worth of apples. This looks like a dry goods store, but it smells like a musty library. The stove feels nice on such a crisp day. Behind the counter and on the shelves there are a variety of items for sale. The shopkeeper appears to ignore you while he reads a book, and then notices you. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you come in. My, you look like an adventurer. We don't see too many around here. The brigands tend to get rid of most adventurers before they make it to town. I do try to stock some things adventurers can use. I actually would rather be an adventurer than a shopkeeper, you see. My items are pretty ordinary, though. You probably already have most of them if you've done any adventuring at all. Well, let's see what he's got. A flask, food, dagger, and armor. I'll take a flask. Here you are. Thanks for your patronage. I need that for the flying water. He's got a funny little tidbit here, though. Adventurer. I always wanted to be an adventurer. I read about them all the time. The book I was just reading is about adventuring. What's your book? Oh, this book? It's about an adventurer who's trying to become a hero. The title is Quest for Glory, A Hero's Death. Well, that's grim. So, we'll see the rest of town. I didn't really need to buy the flask from him. I could have just drank the other healing potion, but I don't want to keep throwing away a good potion. This grubby place must be an alley. Really? It feels strange here, colder than the rest of town. There are some barrels discarded here. A beggar holds out a bowl toward you. Alms, alms for the poor. I am a hero. Thanks. You know, it's really tough trying to make a living begging in this town since the brigands started scaring away all the trade. The beggar gets cash only when others get cash. Nobody's making much money now except maybe the brigands. If you work hard enough... I understand this used to be a great place to be. Traders going in and out, tourists coming and going, perfect begging conditions. Things were starting to dry up around the time I got here. Just my luck. The brigands started getting tourists. Okay. Anyway, if you keep talking to him, eventually, a word of warning to you. Don't drink the dragon's breath. Dragon's breath will kill you. Bruno will tell you that dragon's breath is the best. Dragon's breath will kill you. Eventually, he'll tell you about the city of Silmaria. In each game, there is one character who will mention Silmaria, which is the setting for the 5th game. The grimy window lets little light into the tavern. It smells like stale ale and other more unpleasant things. The floor is covered with dirt and the bar is with sticky beer. Smoke appears to be rising from the center cask behind the bar. To your right, 2 gamblers are playing cards. The bartender glares at you as you enter. So does the ugly goon on the left. You get the impression that you're not welcome. That's the entrance to the Thieves' Guild. You pick up the note. You smooth out a piece of paper and read, B. He's starting to get suspicious. Hold off on our meetings for a bit. But I'll keep you posted by these notes. B. If you drink Dragon's Breath, you die. And I don't really see the point in wasting my money on any other alcohol in this game. There's no benefit to it. So, I promised we'd go visit Erasmus to wrap this up, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to see if how I do at a game of Wizard's Maze. I'm going to lose. It's going to be ugly. Because I haven't played it in a long time. I don't know if I really remember how to play it. and I'm willing to bet my character doesn't have high enough stats to successfully do it anyway. Let's see, this is either the Frost Giant or... Nope, here we go. A sign appears. It reads, "Welcoming off Zuberberg." Okay. Another sign appears. It reads, "Trespassers will be towed." Climbing up to his castle actually takes quite a bit of stamina and endurance. You gain quite a few stats just making this walk. So as you can see, it's a long trail. Could it be a bottle of purple salad dressing? It's a long walk. You are so exhausted, everything hurts. Better get some rest soon, see? Because I'm not really an athlete. Did I just die? Nope. I made it. You can die climbing that. It's not good. You feel as though you have just scaled the Matterhorn in full armor. What a climb! You can see all of Spielberg Valley from here. After you finally catch your breath, you see that you've reached the rather eccentric-looking house that you saw from below. There's an ugly gargoyle above the entrance. "Stand fast! What's up with the narrator insulting me?" "Can you hear me? You have 3 questions. What is your name?" Well, Beldernick, which is the correct answer. Oz the Great and Terrible. Inigo Montalban. But Dune Tame asked me again, I'll tell you the same, and I'm so confused. There's cute responses for each of them, but I don't want to keep climbing up this mountain. What is your quest? I want to be a hero. I want to be a wizard is acceptable. I want the Holy Grail. I want to be a pirate. Sorry, that's a nice little monkey island. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe. I want to be a hero. What is the meaning of life, the universe, and everything? I don't know. Life is but a dream. Life's a bowl of cherries. Know what to kiss and win. 42. He sometimes, the third question is always random, and sometimes he'll ask you the Thieves Guild password. If you give him the correct answer, if you find out the Thieves Guild password and tell him that, that's the wrong answer, because they don't want thieves in there. 42. So you put some deep thought into the question, eh? The wizard will see you now. Go directly to the tower. Do not dally. As we're dealing with an all-powerful wizard, it really is best to do what we're told. This room is full of odds, ends, and stuff. The wizard must be a real character. How bad is my stamina? It's at 1, which means I'll start taking health damage. So, after I talk to him, I'll have to rest. If you jack with anything, you get teleported out. We were told to go up to the tower, and that's where we would go. Come in and sit down! Fenris, our guest, has arrived. Cheese, please. Ah. Since you are a practitioner of the magical arts, you might be interested in the little game I have. Do you know the open spell? Yes. Do you know the spell fetch? Yes. Great. Yes, I can do flame dart. Ah, good, good. Now, all you have to know is trigger. I don't suppose you know that spell, do you? No, I don't. I believe I gave a learning scroll to the hermit. You'll have to talk to him about it. Well, shoot. Ask him about magic while I'm here. If magic be the loot of life, play on. What is music, not magic? It's food, not loot. What about magic makes the world go round? Money makes the world go round. Oh. Very well then, to put it in my own words, magic is the essence and the soul of life, and the wizard is her poet. Actually, it was Merlin who said that first, but he used the term magician, not wizard. I'm not a wizard yet. I will be in the second game. Fenris, there are times when you would look better as a newt. Why is that? Because newts can't talk. Neither can most rats. Well, you've got a point there. Mage's Maze. Just a little something to challenge the mind and magic with that I like to play every now and again. Fenris isn't much of a challenge anymore. It's because I always win. I still think you're cheating somehow. Anyway, The game involves casting 4 spells: Flame Dart, Open, Fetch, and Trigger. And to make it worth your while, if you beat me, I'll teach you a new spell called Dazzle. It's called Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle, but that's okay. Do you know what's big, purple, and eats, that? No. Big, purple, those eaters. Large, purple, those eaters are all too common in the forest these days. I went to stand up, and he teleported me out. Alright, well, since we didn't get to play the magic maze with him, we will go ahead and go talk to the hermit, and then call it quits. I don't want to feel like I cheated you guys. So we'll open up the next game with me probably losing horribly at Wizard's Maze. So, the game crashed on me. Luckily, I've been saving very frequently. So, let's try that again. Going to talk to the hermit. See, the enemies are randomly generated, as you can tell, and if you run, you're not going to encounter them most of the time. That's why I'm encountering so few enemies. It's not because there aren't enemies. This broken log here is a nice clue as to how to get to the hermit's place. The roar of the waterfalls fills your ears. The cold spray dampens your face as you approach. This is our flying water. You fill an empty flask with crystal clear water from the waterfall. That is our detect magic spell. Boom! There's a hidden ladder. Because see, I don't have the ability to climb, so without being able to cast that to see the ladder, there'd be no getting up here. This is always tricky. You have to knock on the door. You knock 3 times. The voice says, just a minute, please move away from the door. And if you don't, step right there very carefully. The door will knock you off the ledge. Oh, hello. Go on in. Hello, how are you? Have we met before? I'm Henry the Hermit. That's me. Me father was an hermit and me mother was a hermit, so's I come by my job rightly. Don't have too many visitors, hermits don't, you know, part of the job description. I likes to see a new face though. Good to hear another's speaking besides meself, so's what can I do for you? You can sleep here at the hermit's place. It's not good for you, though. You don't get much rest, because he talks all night. An hermit is one what lives alone, far away from them what talks too much, or asks too many questions. Hermits are shy, quiet types, what don't say much. Me brother Airy hardly says a word in a year, and me sister Hortense hasn't spoken since she were 6. I never talks at all. Yes, we hermits know how to keep our mouths shut. I need to get him to magic. Nasty sorts they is. I see them sneaking around the woods all the time. Further than them warlock, I has nothing to do with them. The warlock? He's not so bad, got a good sense of humor, he has. I get the giggles just to think of him. He comes by to chat, borrowed the mirror what I borrowed from Erasmus, he did. The mirror? A magic mirror reflection it was. If you use it when a nasty spell is cast at you, it was sent back to the one what cast it. Do unto others, I says, hee hee hee. Well, that mirror sounds important, but, oh, here we go, I'll ask about the ladder. I knows some magic. Erasmus the wizard taught me some spells. He's what put the spell on the ladder so's the brigands don't get up. Them what climbs the rocks gets a door opening up in their nose. The spells what I knows is pretty simple, maybe, but I like them. I can make me ladder show up and me door close, and even get rid of pests using the trigger spell, you see. It's the spell what sets off other spells. Like when you wants to see the ladder, you cast a trigger, and there you have it, large as life. Of course, you got to have a spell on the invisible ladder to make it visible first, but it has many uses. I thinks I got a scroll with that spell, if you know some magic, that is. If you be wanting to learn the spell, I'm pleased to share it with you. It's just getting molding in me hiding place. Do you want it? Yes. Let's see, how does Erasmus do it? Oh yes, he summons it with a trigger. Here goes. There's you has it. And now we know the trigger spell. If you ever been needing a place to stay the night and you're in the area, I could be willing to put you up at night for some rations and a couple games of cribbage. Or you could sleep on a Rana's piece for free, or the inn for money, and get a good night's sleep. Anyway, that's it for this session. Next time we will play the Wizard's Mage, make the Dispel Potion, and we will try to free the man from the beast, which is the first of our major quest items. See you then.